Okay. To date, the parties have exchanged very, very useful and progressive ideas. We continue to be in discussions until the 31st of March, and we continue to be hopeful. The Alliance for Change appreciates and recognizes the importance of this particular moment in history for the country, and the Alliance for Change and I personally am prepared to step aside from presidential candidature in favor of a consensus third candidate who can unite the opposition in the interest of the country. We cannot afford at this time in our history not to have a united opposition, and we believe that where we can find that consensus candidate who can unite all of us and take this country forward, we cannot afford at this point in time not to be successful.
Thank you. If I'm hearing you correctly, you are prepared to step aside for someone else who will be or is the presidential or could be the presidential candidate for the Alliance for Change.
Step aside for a third candidate if we reach a stage of some impasse.
Do you think you might have gotten that impression or that agreement from the PNCR?
No, I have not had any direct communication or contact with the PNCR. As you know, both sides have very, very competent negotiators, and I certainly have not been involved in the negotiations. I've given them a mandate, I've given them a scope, and they have a discretion. And until they come back and report to me finally, I am not going to offer any comment.
Are you willing to say who the AFC's consensus candidates might be?
Well, I think there are quite a few people in the society. You can't have a country as large as Guyana and not have some personality that can but opposition.
Nigel must have someone. I mean, it's not a cross-examination.
No. I think there are people out there. You've got Dr. Campbell. You've got other people who are out there. There are quite a few people out there.
Thank you. When did you say the next talks with the PNCR?
Well, the talks have been ongoing. I think they're ongoing daily. The 31st is Monday, and hopefully by then we will see the light.
Given that you're willing to step aside to allow for a consensus candidate, what would be then your role? You must have.
No. I'm not the important factor here. Guyana is the important factor, and I don't hold any particular request that I play a particular role. I think the important thing is that this country has to be rescued from the PPP.
You're in talk with your partner.
No. Other than that one occasion when Mr. Mohammed and his father consulted me professionally, no, I have not been in contact. I heard the Vice President's comments yesterday about because people from the AFC share Azruddin's post that somehow that indicates a collaboration. The reality is Mr. Azruddin is very popular. He arrives in several parts of the country and he's flocked. That's a fact. And naturally, I think our supporters, PNC supporters, several supporters share his posts, as do others share ours. So, no, we have no formal arrangements at this stage.
In those talks, anything come across concerning joining up with any parties?
In the talks?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I have distinctively not participated in the talks because we are confident in our negotiators and we've given them the scope. So I've said to them, unless there's a crisis, you don't need to revert. So until they come back to me, no.